Indian External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar was in Moscow for talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov. The meeting focused on energy cooperation, trade and ongoing strategic projects. At the Kremlin, Dr. Jaishankar met with President Putin in a meeting seen as a strong signal of closer cooperation. This comes as India faces higher tariffs from the United States over its continued imports of Russian oil. Several Western nations have reduced or banned imports of Russian oil, arguing that such purchases support Moscow's military actions in Ukraine. India, however, has pushed back against the criticism from the US and EU, calling it selective as they continue trade with Russia themselves but selectively.
We are not the biggest purchasers of Russian oil, that is China. We are not the biggest purchasers of Russian LNG. I'm not sure, but I think that is the European Union. We are not the country which has the biggest trade surge with Russia after 2022. I think there are some countries to the south. We are a country where actually the Americans said for the last few years that we should do everything to stabilize the world energy markets, including buying oil from Russia. Incidentally, we also buy oil from America, and that amount has been increasing. So, quite honestly, we are very perplexed at the logic of the argument that you had referred to.
Speaking to media after the talks, Lavrov said energy remains a key area of cooperation between Moscow and New Delhi. He said that Russia and India have achieved strong results in oil trade and are now looking at joint projects for resource extraction, including Russia's Far East and on the Arctic shelf.
We have good results in cooperation in the sphere of hydrocarbons and the supply of Russian oil to the Indian market, and we have a mutual interest in implementing joint projects for the extraction of energy resources, including in the Russian Federation, in the Far East, and on the Arctic shelf.
Dr. Jaishankar described India-Russia ties as among the most consistent relationships since World War II, based on trust and shared interest. For both countries, these talks are about practical goals, expanding energy cooperation, managing global trade challenges, and reinforcing strategic ties. With more projects on the horizon, the India-Russia partnership is expected to grow further in the coming months. We'll continue tracking the story. Stay tuned to Money Control for more global updates. See you in the next report.